China has announced that they were able to lift 99.9 million people out of poverty. And I'm just here thinking, is it time to move to China? Or what next? Nigeria, by the way, has been touted as the poverty capital of the world. And you're wondering, what exactly do we need to do to get it right? If a country like China, so big, like almost double Nigeria's population, can actually deal with poverty this well, what exactly are we doing? Food for thought, right? You're welcome to Unplug for today. It's always a pleasure to be here bringing you the updates and the news from all across the world. My name is Victor and this is Every NG. First of all, we'll kick off with entertainment news, and we have Davido at the top of the list today. Well, Davido decided to sponsor a young man to university, to study. And this man has finally completed his university education, and he did not just finish, he finished in style. He finished with flying colors. He bagged a first-class degree. Davido must be thinking right now that this is not a wasted investment at all. Big kudos to him, congratulations to the young man, and to Davido as well, who must be feeling really happy and really proud. Yeah? Okay, let's move on now. Let's talk Bobrisky. You would remember some time ago when the whole tattoo thing was really viral. There was this young man who made a video with his mother. His mother was literally begging Bobrisky to give her son money because he tattooed Bobrisky's face on his arm. Now, guess what? This young man has actually met with Bobrisky, but it goes beyond just that. This young man has decided to become a crossdresser as well. What do we call that? Role modeling, mentoring, or whatever it is you want to call it. That is what we are seeing right here. Now, he's not just doing that. He has already started to do the whole makeup and everything. He has announced himself as the Princess of Nigeria. Does that ring a bell? Yes, it would. James Brown also calls himself the Princess of Nigeria, the Princess of Africa. And he has challenged James Brown directly and has said that, look, James Brown, watch out, I am coming for you. Anybody else who refers to themselves as Princess of Nigeria is just a prince. I am the real Princess of Nigeria. I don't mean me. I mean, the young man was saying that he is, you know what I'm saying, right? So there you have it. We have another cross-dresser on our hands, so just watch out. Okay, moving on now, let's talk Uti Nwachukwu. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, have been trending over the last couple of days because of the interview they had with Oprah Winfrey and the shocking revelations that they made in that interview. There's still more about it much later, but Uti Nwachukwu has reacted, and he's one of those people who think that what Prince Harry is doing is not actually right. I mean, he's saying, why would you support the woman against your own family? He's saying, according to him, that love should not make you go against your family. That he does not want that kind of love that will make him go against his family. He was even warning people and saying, look, you cannot say you love somebody and the person makes you turn your back to your family. That is not love. In fact, it is wrong. You should watch out. I'm like, okay, that is one school of thoughts. A lot of people have been praising Prince Harry for standing up and supporting his wife, but apparently Uti Nwachukwu has other thoughts. Well, like I said, there's still more on that later. And it kind of opposite to what Uti Nwachukwu is saying. People have been praising Peter Okoye, Mr. P, and one of the brothers of the defunct P Square group, because you would recall that some time ago when he was having issues with his brother Paul and other members of the family, his wife, Lola Omotayo, kind of became, so she just kind of got caught in the crossfire, and Peter actually stood up to defend his wife because his wife is Yoruba and their family is Igbo. He stood up to defend his wife. A lot of people recalled that and, were praising Peter Okoye. Now, it started when a young woman on Twitter tweeted saying, look at how Prince Harry is standing up for his wife. I mean, it can never be an Igbo man. Igbo men that will tell you that my mother say I cannot marry from Imo State. But other people now just came and said, look, don't say that. Not every man is like that. There are actually men who would do that. Take Peter Okoye, for example. And that was how this man trended for hours. And he reacted later on and said, wow, I see myself trending for standing up for what is right. And he was like, your own now, your own no, right? Hold it close and hold it tight to you. That is that about that. Now, the First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari, has been away from the country for a while, and we haven't heard from her all these months. But she eventually spoke yesterday, and she had something to say with regards to International Women's Day that was commemorated yesterday. And she talked about the gains and the losses when it comes to women's rights and advocacy in Nigeria and Africa and the world in general. She just basically sent out a happy International Women's Day message. And we're like, mommy of the country, are you not going to say anything about your departure and maybe your return sometime later? What's going on? But there you have it. She has finally spoken. Maybe she will speak again and people will hear what they are probably wanting to hear. But there you have it. Away from that, the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, was recently at the center of fire here and there, because on February the 1st, he attained 35 years of service. That is supposed to be like, the end for him. He was supposed to just retire and everything. But the president extended his tenure for another 3 months. And that did not go down well with a lot of people. In fact, an Abuja-based lawyer filed a suit to counter that particular move by the president. And it's currently in court. And IGP Adamu has now said that, look, I can actually maintain this position as Inspector General of Police till 2023 or 2024. That is what he had to say in court, and it just opens up different possibilities. Okay, you were actually supposed to have completed your service on February the 1st. Something unprecedented happened. The president extended your tenure. Some people think that is wrong. Now you're saying you can actually be here for how many years? Well, like I said, that one is still in court, and we're going to keep an eye on how it develops. All right. Now, there is good news for Nigerians who are studying in the UK or might be planning to study in the UK. The government has approved work permits for not just Nigerians, but immigrants from other countries as well. And it will be a lot easier to settle in and work after you have completed your studies as an immigrant in the United Kingdom. So there are lots of Nigerians who are in various universities across the United Kingdom, and this is definitely good news. So you do not have to be sent back to Nigeria right after you're done with your education. I'm sure somebody is smiling after hearing this news. All right. Now, something quite interesting, talking about smiling, happened yesterday. The EFCC convicted a young man of fraud to the tune of $50. Yes, $50, not $50,000, $50. And he was actually sentenced to jail. What was this young man doing? He was smiling so passionately. I mean, he was literally laughing. It was almost like he was laughing at the fact that he was being sent to jail for $50 fraud. $50, what is $50? Less than 20,000 naira, and he was being sent to jail for that. And I still don't know what to make of it, because we all know that there are lots of people who engage in fraud and steal larger sums of money. But this man is going to jail for just $50. I don't know, maybe you're smiling or maybe you're not. Well, moving on now, Burna Boy was reported before. I mean, I remember saying it, that Burna Boy was going to be performing or would be performing at the Grammy Awards premiere show, that is the show before the award ceremony itself. But yesterday, the Grammy Awards actually released a list of performers at the ceremony, and Burna Boy's name was not on that list. And people have reacted differently on social media. Of course, Burna Boy's fans are saying, how is this possible? Why is this happening? And other people are saying, that was how they came to come and lie that he's going to be performing when he's actually not going to perform. Now, people are saying he has to call the Grammy Awards out, the Music Academy, and say, why is my name not on this list? We don't know what Burna Boy is going to do. We don't know whether he's going to say anything. But it just reminds you of what happened with Coachella years ago, right, with African Giants. I don't know what Burna Boy is going to do, but then we'll see what happens. Now, let's talk Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Like I said before, they have made a lot of shocking revelations in that interview with Oprah Winfrey. But one of the most surprising, I would say, was the fact that they admitted that they actually got married 3 days before the royal wedding. It was just Meghan, Harry, and the Archbishop of Canterbury. I mean, they just called the bishop that. They said they wanted their vows to be between them and something different from the spectacle for the world, as they referred to the royal wedding. So they actually took their vows, got married days before the royal wedding. And I'm like, wow. I mean, you should have seen them talk about it. It was also lovey-dovey and so cute. Okay, God, when? Anyways, moving on, let's now talk Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos has, for a while been among the top 2 richest men in the world. He's currently second right now. And you remember some time ago, his wife divorced him, and there was this whole thing trending on social media about how much he was going to get for the split and all of that. Well, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife has now gotten married to another man. And guess who? The school teacher of her son. Now, people are saying they were obviously having an affair before. It was probably one thing that led to the separation and to the divorce. She was obviously having an affair. I do not know. I was not there. But there you have it. Jeff Bezos' ex-wife is now married to the school teacher of her son. I just bring the news to you. Now let's talk sports. It is Champions League night tonight, and we're going to be seeing 2 big games. The first one is going to be between Borussia Dortmund and Sevilla. Borussia Dortmund currently going to that game with a 3-2 lead on aggregate, and we'll see if they can consolidate on that and move on to the next round. And the second game is going to be Juventus at home to FC Porto. Juventus are currently behind on aggregate 2-1, so it promises to be big nights of football. Okay, and in other sports news, Chelsea are currently unbeaten under Thomas Tuchel, and they maintained that unbeaten run yesterday as they defeated Everton by 2-0. So Thomas Tuchel seems to be working his magic on the Chelsea squad. And there you have it. That is all we have on Unplug for today. Thank you so much for being a part of the show as always. And we'll be here again tomorrow with the news and updates. And until then, my name is Victor. This is Every NG. Goodbye.